Hello everybody and welcome to a new season of iRacing, Season 3 2020. Hope you all having a good season so far if you've done any racing already. First of all, we're going to be doing radicals at Lime Rock Park. Lime Rock Park always has a high crash rate because of lack of room to maneuver, so hopefully we'll be one of the lucky drivers that will not actually crash out. So hopefully this will be an entertaining one for you all to start off the season. If you do like the video, please give it a like, and also if you want to view more content as well from myself, click the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell button as well, and hopefully we'll have a good race. Right, okay, so first race of a brand new season, week 1 in the Radical at Lime Rock Park. What can possibly go wrong? I asked that, and 10 seconds later into the race it'll probably answer that for me. So, but this is a top split race. So just less than a minute until we are due to set off. So normally races actually do tend to be very much where a lot of drivers will be extremely close together. There isn't too much room to maneuver around. So let's hope we can just try and keep out of all the mess, because that is very easy to do.
Yes, I'm waiting to see this mayhem on YouTube as well now.
So 10 seconds to go until we go green, unless everybody is formed up. So here's to a new season.
Yeah, temp is.
Let's hope we can try and make a good first impression to the season.
Okay, Al, here we go. Go.
Well, straight away, we didn't even get across the start finish line. Somebody else has spun.
Left side, clear left.
Guys beside me didn't really give me any room.
Left side, clear left.
So we've got cold tires, cold brakes. So the car is quite easy to step out and understeer at the same time. You just got to be very careful, especially coming across here. On top of the hill, it's very easy just to spin out. So we don't want to hit that inside curve there either, because that can damage the car and unsettle it very easily. So we started P5, we're up to P3 already.
Defend your position, don't let him through. P3. Alright, Al, keep doing what you're doing, this is spot on.
If anybody is going to try and overtake me quite aggressively, I'm just going to let them have it. It's a 30 lap race, which will last around about a little less than 25 minutes.
Because someone didn't get up the line.
And this is a fixed setup as well, so nobody's getting any advantage from having a better setup to compare to others. You can see there, just stepped out just a tiny bit. Oh, a little bit wide there. Don't want to go wide there, because the problem is that you then need to get the car straightened up for going over the hill. Turning the wheel a little bit too vigorously, so I need to try and settle down with that.
Fastest lap for Zentel, 46.0. The car ahead has just done a 46.1. You've just done a 46.9.
I know I can go faster than that, so that's a good thing. Ooh. Definitely wasn't doing that during practice. Maybe it's because I'm blipping the throttle as I'm turning in, maybe. There you go, that's a bit more like it. For anybody that's going to try and do this week in the Radicals, one important thing, there's a few things to keep in mind. First lap, just try and be extra safe because a lot of drivers will attempt to try and be aggressive. And you can make the positions back up if they make mistakes by trying to be too quick or getting into incidents. Another thing is, as you're coming up to the right hand turn that we're just about to come up to now, make sure that the steering wheel is straight as you go over the crest, because if you're not, steering wheel is not straight, then you're just going to go into one direction or another or hit a wall.
Okay, Al, don't let this guy distract you.
And just allow the tyres to just build up. This is one of these type of tracks that will punish the driver that tries pushing too hard too early.
45.6. That lap was at 46.4.
But you can kind of be aggressive on the gear ratios. You cannot changing down gears. You can to a certain degree. Because of it being quite a safe setup for a fixed setup. Just make sure you get that steering wheel straight for the crest. That's one area where you'll find that most people will probably crash. And it's because of just one little thing. And that's all it takes on a track like this. So the front two are getting away a little bit, but that's fine. Like everybody else behind me, apart from Hanez, we're comfortably quicker than. Like, I'm not pushing hard or anything like that, really, to be honest. I'm just keeping a very smooth rhythm, which is what you want around Lime Rock Park. So I'm starting to get away from Hanez just a little bit. I think they're settling into a groove now themselves. And trying to hope that maybe they can get back at us maybe later on. Maybe allow us to push our tyres a little bit more. But what does help out the tyre wear a little bit is that you have got bankings, even if they are small. And then some other turns are actually, you've got quite a lot of front end grip.
Don't let this guy intimidate you.
Oh, that's P2 spun for Agnew. So that's us up into P2. He probably just caught that inside curving. Well, it's quite easy to do actually, I'll be honest.
Keep it up, we're looking good here. P2, that was at 46.6.
So Hanez has got back up again. Like, one thing that is helping me is that there isn't that many opportunities to overtake. The only proper opportunity to overtake really is turn 1. That's pretty much it. And Hanez hasn't really been close enough at all so far.
Your lap time was 46.2. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Like, he's close enough on like this section of track sometimes, but around this section of track you can't really overtake. Like, if we were taking the inside chicane bit that we just go past, you can overtake there, but unfortunately we're not doing that track. Actually taking the faster route around. So we're now already a third through the race, so it's actually been going quite quick.
You've just done a 46.4.
Just gotta
Sector
keep
2
that
is
rhythm
0.4
going.
off the pace.
So Paul is down in P5, who was P2 earlier on. He is quicker than us, but it will take a while for him to now actually catch all the way back up. I don't think he's going to have the time, really. See if we can try and build a little bit of a gap from Hanez. Of course, you don't want to be pushing too hard,
46.3.
that you end up overusing the tyres and then he catches back up. But now that I've been doing a handful of laps, the tyres are pretty much fully there now. There's a matter of trying to keep that going. We are starting to build a little bit of a gap. It's not quite enough just yet to really feel like I've got enough breathing space. The ball is now up to P4, I can see on the relative.
P2.
Well, we're setting some decent lap times. We are. Now we haven't lapped any 45s yet. But our aim is not to try and set fast lap times, it's just trying to build consistency, and that's what we're doing. And we're just fortunate that now we're starting to build a little bit more of a gap from Hanez. If we can just try and keep that speed up, because it's more of the middle part of the lap that I seem to be quicker than him. It's caught up a little bit on that lap. It's a new person better for him as well.
Good consistency, keep it up.
No, we're matching each other though.
The gap to Seagull behind is now
Followed a little bit.
1.1 seconds.
Too early turn in.
Yellow flag.
Should take it a little bit easy because I didn't know where that radical was. Gonna lose a little bit of time possibly. We have done so as well. But it's better off being careful, because if he was right in the middle of the track, then at least we would have had a little bit more time to at least have a chance to avoid him. We probably wouldn't have done, to be honest.
Last lap was a 46.7.
And now Hanaz has come all the way back up now because of it. But that was his decision to try and do that. I'm trying to take a more of a passive approach.
Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
So we're almost halfway through this race. So we're only 11.5 minutes in. It's going to be pretty much 23 minutes on the dot. Because looking at it on time-wise.
Okay, Al, halfway home, we've got plenty of fuel.
I think Hanez has made a mistake because we've managed to build a bit of a gap to him again. But yeah, again, he catches back up though in the second half of the lap.
Our lap time was 46.2.
It's still not close enough. He needs to be about 2 tenths behind me to be able to make any sort of move. Because even though there's only one overtaking opportunity, the overtaking opportunity doesn't have that long of a straight. Tiny a little bit wider than what I would have liked. Okay, and as it's getting closer and closer, they've just got to keep an eye on that. They're having a look.
Just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
We have got a back marker that we're coming up to as well, so hopefully they don't have to just let us through, but you could say it's a decent thing to just let a faster car through when your race, well, you did end up crashing earlier on. Like I presume these are, and the driver ahead of us at the moment is one of the guys that crashed on the first lap.
You've just done a 46.4.
I'm starting to get a bit more grip in the car now. Like, it is more of an understanding of the car, how it reacts.
Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.1 off the pace. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Okay, he's off the track, so that should help us. So we're 2/3 of the way through, so we're in the final third.
Your last lap time was at 46.4.
So we may start to feel a little bit of tyre wear on the front.
Gap to Sega behind is increasing. It's now 0.7. Zentel is now in the lead.
I managed to get very good at went through that final turn. I think he just got a bit of dirty air, so he wasn't able to do it.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
No, a little bit wide.
Defend your position.
I couldn't really get the optimum exit I wanted. Yeah, I'm starting to get away from Hanez again. Paul hasn't really been catching us up that much. I think he's trying to push too hard, wanting to try and catch us up. And right now, that's just impossible pretty much now, unless one of us two make a mistake. which is possible. Lime Rock Park does expose a lot of possibility of actually making a mistake. Especially going across the crest.
Yellow flag, caution.
Okay, he's way out of the way, so that's good.
You've just done a 46.1.
So we've both just done our personal best this lap. Right, so these three ahead of us on track that we are coming up to lap are in fact battling for position, so they're definitely not going to let us through plain sailing if you do catch up to them. We are approaching the 5 laps to go as we pass the line this time around. Now the question is how quickly are we catching up to them?
Lap times are pretty consistent.
I think it's about more than a second, which because of that we will have to pass them. With Hanez right on our backside. It will cause that added issue, but we might have to be a little bit more aggressive than usual just to make sure that we keep the position. I'm hoping that we don't have to resort to that.
Just ignore him, he'll go away.
Right, this is actually the closest that Hanez has been all race long. Okay, we might just about get away with him a little bit, but you will always be catching up along the start finish straight.
Your lap time was 46.1.
So we've only got 3 more laps to go. Question still remains, do we catch up to this group in the final couple of laps? Is that possibility is still there?
Two laps left, come on, you're looking good for a podium.
Yeah, we have actually got up to one of them, but that's because he did end up going off the track. And we've got to respect that there are drivers that he's challenging for position just ahead. But we are going to get slipstream along the start finish straight this time around.
Alright Al, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
Yeah, the front tires are just beginning to fade away a little bit.
Time to get defensive, mate.
Jesus.
Oh, he was really trying it, Hannes. That's P2 in the first race of the season. Definitely take that one.
Great drive. That's a podium.
I tell you what, that wasn't very relaxed at all. But we're definitely going to gain a lot of iRacing from that as well. We didn't get any incident points either. And for a track like Long Rock Park, I'd say that's a very good race overall. Ganez is still behind us. Let's pull over to the right here. We'll get out and go have a look. Okay, so we was in top split as presumed. So there was 2 splits in fact as well. So we finished P2, and no incident points cost us plus 222 safety rating, and we also got plus 84 iRacing as well for finishing P2 in that race as well. The first lap crash did help us out a little bit. Obviously Paul did spin out coming to the close of the first third of the race, so that did also help us out as well. But if it wasn't for Hanez pressuring us throughout the entire race, we definitely wouldn't have had a close fight as what we did. So congratulations to Hanez as well for getting the P3 finish. Definitely made us fight hard for the P2 finish. Matt Santel finished first place, pretty much leading every single lap throughout the race. Never actually lost the lead really, pretty much, to be honest. So he convincingly won that race. But for us getting P2 in our first race of the season, it's definitely a good thing for us. So I hope you enjoyed the first week of Radicals for this week. Obviously Long Rock Park is definitely a track that can even make even the best of drivers probably feel a little bit nervous actually getting into one of these type of races because of what Lime Rock is like. But if you do enjoy Radicals and you do enjoy Lime Rock Park, definitely give it a go, because it's definitely one of those type of races where you can definitely enjoy yourself quite a lot, as much as I did, despite all the pressure that I got throughout the race. But hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you don't mind, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe as well. And if you want to view more content from myself as well, don't forget to click the bell. That will give you notifications for any upcoming videos that I may upload in the future as well. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you again soon.